Hello, everybody. You got a sneak peek of Tepper. Welcome in to the pre-show before the free show.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that sneak peek of that I wasn't expecting.
Sorry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pre-show for the free show. I'm Greg Tepper. That's V&A Moreno. We'll have other very special guests and also Mallory Hartley joining us in a little bit. But Mallory just catching strays. Minute to address something that's been going on behind the scenes here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football for quite a while. And that I think maybe some people have started to notice, and so I want to make sure we address it. It is about our friend and colleague, Ashley Pickle, our executive producer, whom we love. You may have noticed that over the past 8-9 months or so, Ashley has been more in and out. She's been more, she hasn't appeared on every episode of Texas Football Today, as you usually see her. There have been times where she hasn't been on shows that she usually is. I think one thing that I think cropped up for some people is that we put out our state championship preview this week on TexasFootball.com, and Ashley was nowhere to be found. And so I want to address that with her permission. I've spoken with her. So Ashley has been dealing with some medical issues for the better part of this year. It is I want to be respectful with it, but essentially it is a back issue that she has been in, a spinal issue that she has dealt with her entire life. And over the course of starting in about March or April, it got really bad, really, really difficult for her. And she, being the toughest dude I know, I'm picking those words extremely intentionally. The toughest dude I know. She toughed it out. And a lot of the time that you have seen her over the last 8 months on your cameras, on your screens, she's been in intense pain. Well, this past Thursday, she had major surgery for the bad news. Well, we'll start with the good news. The great news is that everything went great. Everything went great. The bad news is that she is going to be out for a significant amount of time as a married couple throughout the course of their lives. So that is what's been going on. That's why Ashley has been gone more often than not. More often than she usually is. Usually she just lives here, but she has been gone. We, of course, love her so much, and we miss her desperately. But I've been texting with her. I think we've all been texting with her. She's doing. The surgery went great. She's just now in recovery mode and rebuilding mode. I will tell you, though, that you can take the girl out of sicko land here at Dave Campbell's, but you cannot take the sicko out of the girl. I got this photo from her father, Lance, the great LP, on Friday. If we can go to the full screen. That's right. That's Ashley Pickle after her surgery. Streaming the Llano game, the semifinal against Yoakum. The Yellow Jackets came up short in that game, but she was there every step of the way with the Yellow Jackets. So I know Ashley's watching. I know all of us here in the studio. By the way, Greg Powers and Mallory Hartley and Carter Yates are here. We love Ashley. We love you. We miss you desperately. We're going to miss you at state. It won't be the same without you, but we are so happy that everything went well, that you are on the road to recovery, and we miss you desperately. So feel better soon. Want to make sure we address that so that people aren't asking, where's Ashley? She is doing great. She's going to be a lot better soon, but she's going to take some time for herself, which is, of course, the most important thing. So.
After years of carrying the team, her back finally gave out.
Honestly, that's probably what did it. Like, if you're talking about why it came to a head like this. But anyway, Ashley, we love you, we miss you, and we are so excited to have you back when you're ready. But the most important thing is to focus on you. Anyway, that's a pre-show for the free show. Let's get to more fun stuff. Hit the Theme Expo. Yes, yo! From the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful Louisville, Texas. It is Texas football today. No sleep till Arlington. My name is Greg Tepper. I am the editor-in-chief of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine and TexasFootball.com. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Whether you're watching us live at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. If you're watching us on Quibi.
Not Quibi.
You're watching us on MySpace.
Vine.
Watching us on Vine. Or you're listening to us on the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part to support your local mediocre internet show. I am sitting over there with the helm today, making us sound good. She is the... how many reindeer are there, Carter Yates?
13, I believe.
There are 13 reindeer. Is that right? Dasher, Dancer,
Oh, God.
Prancer, Vixen,
Comet, Cupid,
Donner, Blitzen.
That's 9. Rudolph is the 9th. So the 10th reindeer, V&A Moreno. Hi, V&A Moreno.
Hi, guys.
But we are not alone. I am not alone in the studio. Sitting to my right, senior high school football writer for Dave Campbell's Texas Football, Mr. Carter Yates. No, don't say anything. It's fine. You're doing great. Hi.
I'm excited to get started, Tepper.
It's Carter Yates.
I'm just ready to talk ball. Enough of the pleasantries, man. Let's just go talk ball.
Well, listen, over in the ball talking zone, it feels like we should be over there as the original BTZ originators. But instead, it's Big Crute and Little Crute. It's the folks from Dave Campbell's Rising, Greg Powers, Mallory Hartley, joining us. And we're here for a special day because today is Monday, December 15th, 2025. It is a mere 346 days until Thanksgiving. 346 days. Happy birthday to Dave Campbell's Texas Football Chief NFL Insider, my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. That's right. Today is my mom's birthday. Our Chief NFL Insider.
Happy birthday!
She would be on the show, but she's sourcing right now.
For sure. And it's funny, you mentioned NFL, Chief NFL Insider. I was watching the Cowboys-Vikings last night and couldn't help but think, what an undercard this is for Gordon Rankin coming up
Honestly,
on Wednesday.
I think it's super cool they let the Vikings play on the state championship field. That's very cool. That's very nice of them. You know what I mean? It is episode 1909. On today's show, folks, we're getting ready for state. That's right. The state championship games are here. The Texas High School Football State Championship games are upon us starting Wednesday at 11 o'clock. You can go to texasfootball.com/playoffs for wall-to-wall coverage, the most comprehensive and irresponsibly comprehensive preview of the 2025 UIL Texas High School Football State Championship games, and we will have you covered every step of the way there. More info on what that entails coming up here in a moment, but what we're going to do is we are going to talk about the players. We're going to focus on the players that we are most excited to see at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. There's 24 teams, so there's probably at least 26 players coming to state, right? Make sure.
Should be. Yeah,
probably
I
at
think
least
it's
26. So we are going to take a look. We're going to do a draft of players we are most excited to see at state. Before we get to that, do we first work through the door?
We do. We have Jerry Massey, Tony Blaylock, Lowell Good, and Matt Stepp. Welcome in, fellas.
Welcome in, friends. We appreciate you spending a little bit of your day with us. So one thing I wanted to tell you is wherever you're watching us right now, we're going to do live post-game shows after every single show. Brought to you by our friends at the Arlington Sports Commission. We will be live breaking down what just happened on all of the state championship games. Every single game, all 12 of them will be live afterwards and getting you ready for kickoff of the next game. So wherever you're watching, we'll have live, I think we're calling, I don't remember what we're calling it. But we're live post-game shows, essentially, from Dave Campbell's Texas Football, breaking down what you just saw, instant reaction to the state championship games, wherever you're streaming us right now. Thanks to our friends at the Arlington Sports Commission for making that happen. But we are going to be talking about some of the players we are most excited to see. So we're going to go 4 rounds with our stars.
A lot of different areas you can go here because are we doing best players or are we doing personally you are most excited to see? Like best storyline around that player.
There's a lot to dive into. And so we have decided to do our draft order in order of who did the best on their regional, on their playoff picks before the playoffs. And so with pick 1-1, we go to ball knower Mallory Hartley. That's right. Mallory Hartley was number 1.
Guys, I want to tell you, I thought about this pick for a long time. And not for the reasons you think, because I had a pick in mind, and I've had a pick in mind since yesterday. for the number 1 overall pick.
Oh, you're
Comes with a
switching
lot
your
of pressure. No, but you and Carter, you psyched me out.
Oh,
but I'm going to
no.
just go with my gut.
I've sabotaged my own draft.
Well,
I'm just going to go with my gut here. No, go ahead. No.
we went in and said there is a clear 1 overall. There's a clear number 1, and Mallory's like, well, who is it? You're like, well, that's not for us to tell you. You have
But
to know.
I have, okay, all right. Without further ado, my number 1 overall pick in the 2025 Texas High School Football State Championship player draft is
I'm fascinated.
DeSoto running back Sherrod Baker.
That was
Thank you.
it.
Good pick,
That
good
was
pick,
it. That's the
absolutely.
clear
Good
number
pick.
1.
Thank you,
pick.
thank you. A generational postseason run Sherrod Baker has had. You guys got to see one of his best performances in playoff history. One of the best performances in playoff history. And Carter, this is credit to you. You put out a tweet earlier this week of his postseason run, and I want to read it off real quick. First game of the playoffs, 9 carries, 158 yards, 3 touchdowns. Second game, 27 carries, 375 yards, 5 touchdowns. 24 carries, 202 yards, 1 touchdown. This one's probably one of the most impressive. 37 carries, 402 yards, 7 touchdowns. And to cap it off, 38 carries for 366 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, an unbelievable postseason run
So
that
he's
Sherrod Baker
he's
has
run
had.
for 1,500 yards in the playoffs.
Just the postseason.
Like, I want you to think about how many excellent running backs in the state didn't run for 1,500 yards in a season.
Much
Yeah.
less 5 games in the playoffs against 6A competition.
Correct.
Yes. And I think that he has potential to absolutely pop off.
Yeah. That's a
in
good
their
pick.
game.
It's a very good pick for 1-1. Yeah,
you. Thank you.
the Mallory fans are really pleased
The
with that
pressure
pick.
was on, and
Yeah.
I think I delivered.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting with Sherrod Baker because he was the 4th leading rusher on DeSoto's team last year. And honestly, if Myson Johnson-Cook doesn't transfer this offseason, he's probably the RB2 going into this year. And instead, he has completely saved their season.
Yeah, he has been unbelievable, and like he saved his best for last. I said it on Tep and Step last week, and I think I might have said it in the picks video. He's the most dangerous man in Texas right now. Like, he is the most dangerous man in Texas, and we get to see him on the big stage. That is going to cap things off 7 o'clock Saturday night in the 6A Division II title game against CE King. With the second pick, Mr. Greg Powers.
Look, I'm not deliberating long on this one. Give me Landon Williams-Callis with pick number 2.
Booyah.
Good pick.
DCTX 5-star, absolutely insane. As a matter of fact, if Sherrod Baker had the best running back performance that we saw with our own 2 eyes this year, Carter Yates, then it was Landon Williams-Callis who had number 2. And I would actually maybe put Landon Williams-Callis' performance as far as highlight reel worthy over Sherrod Baker's, except for Sherrod Baker's was underneath the bright lights of a playoff game versus Willis.
Yeah.
But Landon Williams-Callis did it against Iowa Colony, and at times he makes it look so easy. I think he's rushed for over 3,300 yards already this season, 7,400 yards in his Texas high school football career. That's why he's my second pick in this draft, and that's why he's already rated as a DCTX 5-star prospect.
Well,
pick.
in that rising game, when we watched Landon Williams-Callis, he had 330 yards and 6 touchdowns, but the most impressive part to me was how he started the game off with 2 consecutive fumbles. And he spotted Iowa Colony 21 points. And then, you know where the game changed is an Iowa Colony player kind of gave him some extra business after a run. Like, gave him a little extra shove, got an unsportsmanlike conduct foul. And yeah, the 15 yards hurt, but what really hurt is they awoke Landon Williams-Callis. And then he proceeded to go off for 330 yards and 6 touchdowns. He is unreal. Powers, he and Sherrod Baker are right there. I almost lean with you. I think Landon Williams-Callis from a highlight reel was even more impressive. So I'm so excited to see him.
Okay. Good pick. Good pick. All right. So Landon Williams-Callis goes off the board at number 2. Carter Yates, you get the third pick.
Well, we were talking before, and I said that number 1 and number 2, I think, are consensus. Like, there are 2 guys everyone
Great.
should have had number 1 and 2. Number 3 is kind of up in the air, anyone's game. I'm going with Frisco Lone Star quarterback Trey Wright.
Okay. Good pick. Good pick.
Dude, his playoff run, Mallory, I know
Yep.
you were there for it when he had 650 all-purpose yards against Highland Park.
Insane.
And then he comes back against Aledo, who was a state championship favorite, comes back from 17 points down in the 4th quarter. Trey Wright, as a sophomore, is playing like he's started for 4 years. And he is just absolutely electric. And I think it's such a great coaching job by Jeff Rayburn at Lone Star because he moved Carice Hoyt, who was an all-state quarterback last year as a sophomore, to wide receiver safety, because of Trey Wright coming in. And everyone said, he said at the beginning of the season, I'm either going to look like the smartest coach in the world or the dumbest coach in the world. Well, he looks like a state championship coach right now coming into Arlington.
He's looking very good. It's Trey Wright's been nuclear the last couple of weeks.
And he's very smart too. I got to actually interview him after that 650-yard performance, and his just awareness of the field, his ability to evade defenders. I mean, he's just unbelievable. And like you said, for a sophomore to be able to have that kind of awareness is incredible.
What opened my eyes is the two Highland Park and Aledo.
Yeah.
Like historical, two of the top programs to ever do it. Known
the
for
big lights, too.
known for
Bright
great
lights.
defenses, and Trey Wright shredded both of them.
That is a pedigree 1-2 punch as far as opponents are concerned. That is pretty hard to top. Okay, I'm going to close out round one. And remember the rules. The rules are the player you are most excited to watch.
Here we go.
Buckle
Here we go.
up for this pick.
I have no idea what you're going to pick.
Kicker.
No. West Orange Stark running back Kelvie Jefferson.
Amazing pick.
Okay,
Great pick. Great pick.
let me tell you something, folks. I think the state of Texas is about to fall in love. Okay.
Oh, we haven't already.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying that
This has been Powers' guy.
He's a bit of a I think because of where he is in the state, right? He's down the 409, down West Orange Stark, down there kind of southeast part of the state. I think it's a fair argument to be made that he might still be a little bit of a secret out there.
I agree.
Folks, you are going to love watching this guy because the numbers are impressive. He's running for like 2,500 yards, 30 touchdowns. Like the numbers are good. Kelvie Jefferson is 5'3" and 160 pounds. Excuse me, I get choked up talking about it.
It's so powerful.
160
He's so
pounds. He's a whittle guy, okay? But he is so quick. He is so fast. And I think pound for pound, he might be the strongest player in the state. This dude is an ox out there. And he's like impossible to bring down. Now, I think here's a take. I think West Orange Stark is an underdog against Carthage in the title game, right?
You're really going out on limbs here, Tepper.
I know. But I think Kelvie Jefferson might be, and this is amazing to say considering all the star power on the Carthage sideline. He might be the most electric player in this game. You know what I mean? He is so much fun. And I think people are really going to enjoy watching Kelvie Jefferson, West Orange Stark. So there you go.
Great pick.
That's my pick. Mallory, back to you.
Oh, we're not doing Snake?
No, because I can't.
Let's go.
It's too confusing.
I'm too dumb.
Let's
I'm
go.
too dumb. No, it's. I mean, they don't do snake draft in the NFL draft. You know?
Okay.
You
That's
go
fair.
all the
Shouldn't
Okay.
we have picked first then because we did way worse on the picks than Mallory?
Great point. Great point.
All right,
Let's
back to
reverse it.
Tepper.
Back to
No.
Okay, Mallory, you're
never
up.
mind, never
Here's
mind.
a good question that I have in my mind right now because we're going back into the pregame and I tipped my hand because I thought that I was knowing which direction I was going to go with the first pick, and I told Mallory who my first or second pick was going to be. Does she stab the dagger in my heart?
No, not going to.
Oh well, lucky
With
break.
my second pick, I have to go with Kilgore athlete LaKeelion Graves.
Okay.
Very good pick.
Thank you. Got to interview him this year at the 7-on-7 state tournament. I love his energy, and he's just an absolute dog on both sides of the ball. I mean, he makes a clear impact on both sides of the ball, and he's just a fun overall player to watch. And I think he has the opportunity to go out there and prove people why he's one of the best athletes in the state of Texas.
I will. So I'm going to be on the call for our friends at Victory Plus for Kilgore and Stephenville. I'm really excited about it. And so what I've been doing today is doing what I like to call coach gossip, where I'm calling coaches that have played these teams and saying like, let me peek at your paper. You know, let me see all the research you did. So I talked with a coach that played Kilgore in the playoffs this year, and he came back and he said that Graves kid. He was like, he is. He said he's like, we were driving home from the game and the whole coach staff was like, Texas State got like the steal of the year
Oh my
by getting
gosh,
LaKeelion
yeah.
Graves. He's a monster.
Well, and when I talked to him at the state tournament, I asked him, I was like, dude, you're so good on both sides of the ball. Which do you prefer? And he was like, I think I like playing receiver more. But I'm like, but you're just as good as a DB. Like, he's insane.
And Texas State also got Cam Christian, not to spoil anyone's pick, hopefully, but the defensive lineman for Kilgore, who is a dog.
Yeah, he is.
Linebacker, DB,
Kilgore.
whatever. He's
Yeah,
just
Kilgore's
kind
going to
of
be a
finessing, yeah.
lot of fun in that ball game. All right, Powers, you're up next.
With my second pick, I'm going to go with DeSoto 5-star wide receiver Ethan Booby Feaster.
pick.
That's a good one.
6
Good
foot
pick.
2,
Good pick.
6'2", 175 pounds. And here's the reasons why I'm going with this pick. We were there for the first time that he got called up from the varsity to the varsity team to play on the 7-on-7 squad when he was in the 8th grade. We were there the first game he played and suited up on the varsity team against Allen, where he caught the first reception of that game. He was the first wide receiver to ever start as a freshman for Claude Mathis's Eagles. And now he's setting records at DeSoto, despite the fact that he reclassified into the class of 2026 from the class of 2027. He's the single season receptions leader. He's the single season receiving yardage leader. And he's just a few yards away from being the all-time receiving king at DeSoto, a school that is known for producing a ton of talent. But here's a little caveat to why I feel like this pick is good. He has played corner the last 2 weeks against two of the top-known ball-playing dudes in the state, Brock Boyd and Jermaine Bishop, and done a tremendous job against those. It's his selfless effort against those teams that has allowed Sherrod Baker to cook. It's allowed the defense to shine, and he's a huge reason why they're playing in the state title game at AT&T on Saturday.
And Powers, I'm so happy you brought up the cornerback play from Booby Feaster, because everyone's talking about the goal line stand on 4th down with Angela Arenda not getting in. But a couple plays before that, Booby Feaster ripped the ball out from Brock Boyd when
Literally
he had it in the
ripped it
back of the
out,
end zone,
yeah.
and that was the game-saving play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He's been good there. He's been good at corner. Like, he's been, I don't want to say he's been 5-star quality, but he's been 5-star quality good at defensive back. I just don't want to say it because I want to watch him play wide receiver at USC. I don't want to put him in the defensive secondary right now.
very, very good pick, Booby Feaster. What's your next pick?
I cannot believe this guy fell to me.
Number 7.
Oh, here we go.
Carthage running back KJ Edwards.
Good pick.
Great pick.
Yeah, what a value play here. Carthage's all-time leading rusher, both in yards and touchdowns, which is crazy for 3 reasons. Running back is the position of record in Carthage. They are known for producing running backs. Also, Carthage runs a spread-out Scott Surratt system where he's got 18 words for every play call. They're not running the split back veer anymore, where they run 95% of the time. Also, KJ Edwards doesn't even play half the game most of the time because Carthage is beating up on guys so much in district play. Expect him to play a full game against West Orange Stark. I'm so pumped to watch this guy.
I think he's gonna. I think he's a guy who gets better as the games get better. Like against Brock, he went off. He was terrific against Brock.
This is low-key like a loaded running back state
my
champion.
God.
Like, I don't even say low-key. Like, there's some dudes in the backfield.
High key. The 8th pick. Thanks, guys. Final pick of the 2nd round. You took KJ Edwards, right?
Yes.
I'm also taking a KJ. Duncanville defensive end, KJ Ford. I'm sorry, I don't get applause. Thank you.
I was wondering when the first pick was going to be that didn't get applause. Not
Yeah,
because
no,
of the
we
kid.
found it. That's fine. I had to
Well,
ask
I
for
was
it.
I was scrolling to try to come up with my next pick because a couple of my guys just went off the board.
Because KJ Ford is the next big thing off the edge for Duncanville. This guy is a monster. The Florida signee is an Under Armour All-American, like a superstar off the edge. He is ferocious. He is a guy who you have to pay attention to on every play. And I also think that the way that North Shore and Duncanville match up, he could be the most important player in that game. Because if North Shore can block KJ Ford, I think that they got a great shot to win it. If they can, if Caleb Maryland is running for his life from KJ Ford, I just don't see a
Landon
path.
Barnes,
and
yeah.
Landon Barnes. I just don't see a path for North Shore. So that to me, he's so not just obviously a great talent, but he's so impactful in this particular game that I think he's going to be I want to have him an ISO cam on him the entire game. He's going to be a lot of fun.
It's a great pick.
We are through 2 rounds of the UIL Texas High School Football Player Draft for the state championships. TexasFootball.com/playoffs for the entire state championship preview, a comprehensive preview of every single game. Coming up after the break, the final 8 picks, and then we'll bring it home. But first, word from these valued partners.
Hello, Candace.
Not you again.
Me again. Remember our last oil change? Your boyfriend said he knew a guy who knew a guy. None of those guys knew what they were doing, including you, Todd.
Silence your oil change anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch our experts change your oil right from your car.
Thanks for coming in.
And finish in about 15 minutes. Valvoline, Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Pour some sunshine with new First Light Community Coffee's first ever light roast. This blend has notes of honey and brown sugar that will brighten any part of your day. Try First Light now at communitycoffee.com.
Friday night football is here, and Hometown is trusted by thousands of schools across the nation to make game days effortless. Sell tickets online, easily scan them at the gate, track sales in real time, and keep your community connected with a free athletic website. Make every game a Hometown game. Visit hometown.com to learn more.
Every legend starts with a vision. For Dave Campbell, that vision was clear. Tell the story of Texas football like never before. In 1960, he built something no one had before, a magazine that became the Bible of Texas football. Coaches, players, and fans didn't just read it, they lived by it. His words shaped the game. His vision built a legacy. And his name? It will always be written in the story of Texas football. Dave Campbell's Texas Football, where legends begin.
Back here, Dave Campbell's Texas Football today, getting ready for the state championship games. TexasFootball.com/playoffs for the entire state championship preview. Greg Tepper, Carter Yates, Mallory Hartley, Greg Powers, picking out our the players we're most excited to see at these state championship games this week, Wednesday through Saturday. It's kicking off 11 a.m. Wednesday morning at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here with the kickoff the third round, the pick is in. Dun 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 dun. Mallory Hartley.
Yeah, I'm going to go with another Florida signee. I'm going to go with Frisco Lone Star athlete Davion Gross.
Awesome. 2 Lone Star players off the board.
Wow.
Yeah. This guy's been electric throughout the playoffs, and he's one of those dudes that he's got that dog in him,
Yeah.
And he can make something out of nothing. He's just so much fun to watch. And I think what sold me on it, I've been sold on him for a long time, but it was especially against Aledo when he made that not game winning, but he set up like the game winning touchdown after that recovered onside kick or something. I mean, set his team up for success, and it was in the bright lights. And I think that he's going to play that same way in the state championship against Smithson Valley.
Trey Wright's been going nuclear, but so has Davion Gross. They call him Dave over at Lone Star. Dave has been going nuts in the playoffs.
Dave's been going nuts in the
The
playoffs.
real touchdown Dave.
The real touchdown
Powers,
Dave.
I remember visiting Lone Star a couple years back when Dave was a freshman, and Rayburn had told us, like, hey, when it's all said and done, this guy could be the best Lone Star player to ever come through. And that's saying something because they've had multiple NFL guys go in the draft. I think Dave is living up to that moniker right now.
I think that's right.
Well, I love because he's switched from running back to wide receiver. You know, he was a running back early in his career at Lone Star, and he's made that transition. I think that's where he's going to play in college. But he's a problem. He's a problem.
He is going to be a lot of fun to watch on the big stage. Greg Powers, where are you going?
Since Mal trampled on my pick here, I was going to go with Gross myself there. I've had to hit the regroup button, but have no fear, Texas high school football fans, because I have a name of a guy that you should be talking more about, and that is CE King running back Deion Sims.
Man, great value in round 3. Great value.
Just like Rice got great value.
I know.
No doubt about
yeah.
it. This is one of the top steals in all of Texas high school football. Deion Sims is that dude. He's listed at like 5'8", 170 pounds, but I swear,
He plays up.
I'll pose this question to both of you guys because you both saw him in person, Mallory and Carter. This dude looks 6'1", 200 when he's playing. No doubt about it.
Yep.
He can run hard between the tackles, plays Wildcat quarterback, has the go juice to get to the outside when needed, and they will ride him early and often. And if they have hopes of beating DeSoto, then Deion Sims is going to have a huge game. That offense is scary with him and 10-3-7, 40-yard dash speedster Dylan Mitchell in 2028, who may be the fastest dude I've seen in pads, but
Timothy Potts, too.
Timothy
their
Potts.
quarterback. He
this
looked
team,
electric
this offense is
yesterday.
special.
Yeah.
Dylan Mitchell, correct me if I'm wrong, he was 4th in the 100 in 6A as a freshman last
freshman.
year.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Stupid.
Offers all over the country.
Well, his
Yeah.
speed translates into pads is what I think is most impressive. We've seen a lot of good track guys, but Dylan Mitchell's speed, I think he's either the fastest or second fastest player I've ever scouted. Him and Jakeem Grant, 1 and 2.
Good pick.
Well, I wrote in the playoffs, like state championship game storyline article that came out today, DeSoto CE King is the cut the brakes game of the
yeah.
weekend. Like, it is going to feel that hour before kickoff like you're ascending the Texas Titan at Six Flags in Arlington, just with the pit in your stomach of like nervous anticipation, because this game is going to do a 90-degree drop, a loop-de-loop, all at 75 miles an hour to the finish line.
I feel bad for the people that are going to be on the sidelines taking highlights, because they're going to be running back and forth.
Oh, no doubt about it.
There will
and
be
they're going to
home
be
runs
exhausted from Sock and Randall.
Oh, yeah. Don't work out that day. You'll get your workout.
There will be home runs hit. You want to hit a home run with this pick?
Let's see if I do. I'm going North Shore quarterback Caleb Maryland.
I like that.
Did I hit a home run?
Very good.
Let's
Very
go.
That's out of the park. Caleb Maryland is such an intriguing story to me because so immensely talented. We know that from 3,200 passing yards, 34 touchdowns, dynamic rusher with 600 yards, 10 touchdowns. This is his first year as a full-time starter because he was behind Caleb Bailey, a 4-year starter at North Shore. He has made the most of his one opportunity, and now he's got a chance to win a state championship against Duncanville. And he's also a podcaster, too, with his podcast Player's Choice, so stand in solidarity with Caleb Maryland.
This dude got to be on it.
Yeah,
as a
I was on
guest.
Player's Choice where Maryland made his live commitment and he committed to Utah State. Talk about a steal. The Aggies are getting the number 10 rated quarterback in our DCTX QB rankings. That's kind of unprecedented.
Yeah, pretty good. For my final pick of the third round, I am also going to take a quarterback. I'm going to go with Wall quarterback Landon York.
Oh, great pick.
Thank you.
Great. Wall ball.
You wrote a piece for TexasFootball.com about the offensive revolution that has gone on at Wall, because a couple of years ago, they were running, what was it, the wing T?
Flexbone, triple option.
They were running the Flexbone. And now they have a 4,000-yard passer in Landon York. This kid is unbelievable. And the other thing that I really love about Wall and watching them play, and I think you saw it in their state semifinal win over Gunner, they are not afraid to take a shot on any down and distance. They had a couple of 4th and 2s, and they're just run a seam route. Let's go. And it worked out for him. So Landon York is that dude in complete command of this offense. I'm fascinated to see what they do against this speedy Newton defense. I think that is going to be box office stuff in the 3A Division II title game. I think really, that's one of the main event games of the weekend is Wall and Newton on Thursday night. That game's going to be great.
But two different styles, because Newton's that ground and pound offense with Deldrick Samuel and KJ Porter.
Yeah.
Not to give any picks away, hopefully. But, they are ground and pound. Wall is just air that thing out.
All right. One more round. Everybody can, I don't know, do whatever you want.
Should we just go wild card, freestyle
This could be
pick?
a wild card. This could be, I know I'm going to go with a wild card pick, but that's because I'm a sicko. You can pick whoever you'd like. Mallory Hartley.
Well, I'm going small school ball. Is it?
Oh.
We'll see if it counts.
Yeah.
We'll see if it counts. All right. I'm going, for my final pick, I'm going with Yoakum athlete Xavier Barnett.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a freak.
Good pick.
He's a freak. And one of the things that I've really respected about him is that he committed to SMU about a year and a half ago, and he's stuck with the Ponies all throughout his recruitment process. Guys have tried to come in and flip him, but he's stuck with the Ponies, or the Mustangs, all throughout, and he's signed to play with SMU in this coming season. And he is going to be crucial if Yoakum wants to win this game. He has been, and I like what Will said about him in the playoff prediction, or the playoff preview or whatever. That I think he called him the Terminator, because this dude looks like he was made in a lab. 6'3", 185 pounds. He's got blazing speed. He can take the top off the defense. He's going to be one of the most fun players to watch.
Well, you
at
have
AT&T Stadium this weekend.
I think you have Xavier Barnett and LaKillian Graves.
Two of my favorite players in Texas high school football.
Yeah, but also two of the most versatile.
Versatile
You know what I
guys,
mean?
too,
They
yeah.
have a chance to make plays on both sides of the ball, three-phase playmakers, and guys who they're going to play well, whether it's on offense or defense or both.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Terminator, Xavier Barnett.
Good pick, the Terminator. He's going to be for sure. I'm on the call for Yoakum and Grandview as well. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Call him the Terminator.
Powers.
My mind is blown right now. I could go in so many different directions here.
This is, we probably say this every year. This might be the most star-studded year we've had.
I think it is.
At a state championship games.
So many guys getting left off the draft right now. We need to hit an honorable mention.
We can legit go 8 rounds and be like, yeah, that's a dude. You know,
We'll be here till 5 p.m.
As you know, as my boss, Tepper, you gave me my assignments for state. And one of those roles I have to do is I have to write the daily prospect previews. Well, on Saturday, there's 22 2026 committed prospects playing in the game. 22 between the 6 teams that are playing. And that's not talking about all the top underclassmen, some of the top uncommitted guys, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm actually going out with a risky pick here because this guy has been injured a lot of his senior season. But I feel like his emergence on the death row defense at South Oak Cliff, Jamarion Phillips, the Baylor signee, linebacker, he is an absolute dog for Kyle Ward's defense. Dominic Spencer there has been developing linebackers like no other year after year after year. And if South Oak Cliff wants to combat my first pick, Landon Williams-Callis, then Jamarion Phillips has to have a huge game because he's tough to stop. But if I picked a guy to try to stop him, it would be a guy who plays fearless and with a nasty attitude like Phillips and the South Oak Cliff defense in general. They pitched a shutout against PNG, something that's almost unheard of. What did you say? 2011 or something like that was the last time it's been done, Tep. Jamarion Phillips is the reason why.
Yeah, he's a monster.
And I love that pick too because people say it's really tough to beat a great team twice like South Oak Cliff, which it is. It's also really hard to limit Landon Williams-Callis twice because, okay, last year he won offensive MVP. He had 101 yards, which is a fantastic game for 99% of the population. But for Landon Williams-Callis, it's kind of like pedestrian, you know? Yeah. So this is almost a revenge game for Landon Williams-Callis after winning the state championship.
That's a good pick. It's a very good pick. All right. What's your 4th and final pick?
Dude, I have so many wild cards I could play right here. I know you're going to love this one, though. It's Hamilton athlete Halston Hale. Give me a standing O for that one, Tepper.
If I weren't wired in, I would be standing up. That is a hellacious pick. So I love it.
I was convinced on Halston Hale when Tepper, you did the post-game interview, and he had eye black down to his chest, basically, after the game.
I came in from, because the Tep and Step crew, myself, Matt Stepp, and our producer...
I want to say Valerie.
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, that's me. Sorry.
Vianney Moreno. We went to Iowa Park and we watched it. And I came back and I was like, dude, you're going to love Halston Hale. Dude rocks.
And I'm writing a story on him. Spoiler alert, coming out tomorrow. He lacerated his kidney last year in the regional final. Missed the state semifinal game. Lost 25 pounds over the offseason. Was using a walker in the hospital this time last year. And now he's in the AT&T championship game, AT&T Stadium state championship game.
I feel like you cheated us a little bit, Carter, because, you know, I'm scrolling back through our picks here for the state championship games, and you were all over Hamilton. Mm-hmm. And so was Matt Stepp.
Yep.
So a lot of Joaquin picks in Hamilton, but you knew a little bit about this dude beforehand. And I wish I would have known that before I went through and made all my picks.
All right. I am going to close this out with the 4th and final pick of the round 4, the 16th player. There is only one classification we haven't talked about.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
I don't think you do. You know which team I'm going with. I'm going with Gordon athlete Striker Reed.
Nice. Striker.
Striker, who committed in this very studio to Air Force, right there where Mallory Hartley is sitting. One of the most dynamic players in all of Texas high school football, hard stop, like any level. I have the stats from him.
Oh, so first I'm real interested to hear the
stats are in.
Gordon, so Gordon has only played 33 quarters of football this year. Okay, they're 14-0. They have played 33 quarters of football. I'm sorry, they're 13-0. They had a game rained out. That includes, by the way, they had to play 4 quarters against Thorndale because that's an 11-man team. They beat them. Striker Reed has scored 30 touchdowns on 59 touches.
Over half the time he touches the ball, he scores.
Game.
Okay?
That's video game.
He is averaging, I want you to think about that. Essentially, that means he's been tackled fewer times than he's scored.
That's crazy.
That is insane. And by the way, you could go with Rye Reed, too. Rye Reed has 24 touchdowns on 53 touches. Okay? Let's see. Braden Walters has 22 touchdowns on 40 touches.
Wow.
That's like what Sherrod Baker has in one game.
That's basically it.
Touches.
This goal, like I want to be very clear. Rankin is, I think, an underdog in this game because I think Rankin might be an underdog or I think any team would be an underdog to this Gordon team. There is an argument to be made if Gordon polishes this off. And Rankin relishes being an underdog for sure. But if they polish this off, there's going to be a conversation about where they rank in the all-time greatest Texas high school football six-man teams.
I think taking into account that they not only beat Thorndale, who is a really good 2A football team.
They won a playoff game. Thorndale won a 2A playoff game.
Yes, and Gordon beat them 54-21.
Yeah.
Like, you say almost every six-man team would be an underdog to Gordon. Well, every six-man team would be an underdog to Gordon. Most 2A teams, some 3A teams would be underdogs to Gordon.
Like, I want you to look up and down what Gordon has done. But this is a team that has a win over Richland Springs, which is going to be playing in the other six-man state championship game. They have a win over Strawn, which is a team that Richland Springs beat in the semifinal. They have a win over Fort Worth Covenant Classical, which was a state finalist in TAPS Division II. And then, by the way, they've just run through Union Hill, May, Jonesboro, Menard. Like, this team is, like, you get an opportunity to watch greatness on Wednesday morning, and I hope you'll take the opportunity because this Gordon team is electrifying, and I think Stryker Reed is at the forefront of that.
Stryker Reed is so good.
Yeah, how good is he?
He's so good that he has brought me in to cover my first six-man Texas high school football game.
Amazing.
On Wednesday. In a 20-year career, this will be my first time to watch a D1 prospect in a Texas high school football six-man game. Now, Grayson Rigdon, I know he played in some games before he transferred to Columbus, but Stryker Reed and Rye Reed, those guys are bringing me out on Wednesday morning.
It's going to be.
Stryker's such an all-name team, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
especially going to Air Force
as
your name is Stryker.
Yeah, it's so.
It's like
it
a
is
call
pretty
sign
good. It
of
was
Top
meant
Gun.
to be.
So
It's meant to be. Okay, so here's how the draft went, okay? Mallory took Sherrod Baker, Lakeelian Graves, Davian Gross, and Xavier Barnett.
Dude.
Pretty strong.
What a team.
Pretty strong from the pole position.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Greg Powers, hold on. Greg Powers took Landon Williams-Callis, Booby Feaster, Deion Sims, and Jamarian Phillips.
No, that's pretty good.
Okay, pretty
That's
good. Carter Yates has Trey Wright, KJ Edwards, Caleb Maryland, and Halston Hale.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got Kelvie Jefferson, KJ Ford, Landon York, and Stryker Reed. All right, I would say, let us know in the comments who had the best draft.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. But I think we're all just really fired up for state. I think it's going to be
You're winning, Mal. I know this on the comments.
pretty
I know.
loaded. Pretty loaded.
Mallory won just like she won the pick'em.
Yeah,
so.
exactly right. That's why you have to do better because you get the first pick of the draft.
In honor of Pickle, too. How poetic that on the
Yeah.
day we announced about Pickle, you take home the dub for the women talking football.
For WTF.
For
I know.
WTF.
Well, she to be fair, she's the one that actually won in regional picks.
Yeah.
She got first place. I got second place. But this was for
Yeah,
me and
these
her.
are because she's a pickle pro. I will not have a show Thursday, but of course, TexasFootball.com/playoffs has everything you need to know for the 2025 Texas High School Football State Championship games. And a reminder, wherever you're watching us live, we will be live post-game for all 12 UIL Texas High School Football State Championship games, giving you instant reaction, instant recap of all that just happened, crowning 12 state champions over 4 days in Arlington. It is, of course, going to be fantastic. That is presented by our friends at the Arlington Sports Commission. We appreciate them for helping us make all of our dreams come true. That is going to do it for us. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And, of course, see us at texasfootball.com. For Vina Moreno, Mallory Hartley, Greg Powers, and Carter Yates, I'm Greg Tepper. We will see you in Arlington on Texas Football Today.